This video is sponsored by Privacy. Here are 5 ways to disappear while still staying online. My name is Jason Hanson. I'm a former CIA officer, and I obviously take my privacy extremely seriously, whether that's my physical privacy, personal privacy at home, or my privacy while on the internet. So what is way number 1? Way number 1 is an absolute no-brainer. Everybody should be doing this. It is to use a VPN, a virtual private network. So, when I get on my VPN, even though I live in Utah, it may say I'm in California. It may say I'm in New York City, or of course, I can choose to be in other countries. So there's a bunch of companies out there that have VPNs. They're not very expensive, only maybe $50 a year, $100 a year. I think I may be paying 99 bucks a year. So absolutely get a VPN. And especially if you are checking your internet while you're at a hotel, you don't want to go on public Wi-Fi while you're at the Starbucks, while you're on an airplane, like never in a million years, if you're not using a VPN, should you be checking public Wi-Fi areas, because that's obviously a super simple way to get hacked. Okay, that was number 1. So what is the second way? Second way is to use a browser that is more privacy friendly. So 2 examples are brave.com, use their browser, DuckDuckGo, many people are familiar with that, use their browser so they're tracking you less versus you going to, whatever browser you're using. Firefox, Safari, Google Chrome, whatever, is use a browser that actually cares about your privacy, that isn't tracking everything you do. Use one of those. Okay, what is number 3? Number 3 is to use privacy.com. What the heck is that? I'm a big fan of them. Basically, have you ever seen a random charge on your accounts? Probably you have your credit cards, your bank account. We all have. And then you realize your card information was compromised in some type of breach, which these breaches happen way too often these days. Yes, it's absolutely stinks. So that's why I use privacy.com. And in short, it's a virtual card that keeps my real debit card info completely hidden from websites and online stores. So with privacy.com, it instantly generates a virtual card and numbers for each website or business you shop with. So you can pause, close, or set spending limits on each card anytime. So no unexpected charges, no unexpected subscription renewals. So if you're buying stuff on Amazon, which obviously we all do, I can make sure that I know what's going on with Amazon. I can use my virtual debit card for Amazon purchases only. My favorite features of privacy.com is their merchant lock card. So what that means is you can have a card for a specific merchant, so maybe like Netflix or Amazon. So even if that site never gets hacked, my real info still stays totally safe. They also have single-use cards if you're going to sketchy websites, but you shouldn't be going to any sketchy websites. You can also do categories too. So if you want to have a card for all your groceries, that's awesome. And privacy, this is a big one for me. Privacy.com, they never ever sell your data. Everybody else does, almost everybody else does, but they do not. So they make money from transaction fees just like any other payment processor, not by selling your private info. So it's fast, it's free to sign up, and you can link privacy cards to your favorite merchants for daily use. I use mine for all kinds of stuff, subscriptions, deliveries, online shopping, and you get real-time alerts, which is important these days, total control and peace of mind. So go to privacy.com/Jason Hanson to sign up right now. That's privacy.com/Jason Hanson. You get a $5 sign-up bonus, and you can use that $5 on your first purchase. Privacy has a free plan with no transaction fees for domestic purchases, which is definitely cool. So click the link in the description or go to privacy.com/Jason Hanson and make privacy part of your daily routine. Definitely one of the ways to stay safe on the internet. So that is way number 3. Okay, what is way number 4? Well, obviously using secure messaging apps. So make sure you're not, obviously many of us have Google, Gmail, I get that, but your very, very private information, you should not be sending through Gmail. You should be using something like Telegram if you want to have much secure communication than just sending your bank account info through Gmail. So use Telegram or other secure messaging apps. Easy to do, simple. That is number 4. And way number 5 is simply if you want to have different personas, meaning if you want to have a laptop where it's got all your work information, where you only do work stuff through that, and then you have a separate laptop where it's only your private information, meaning your personal information, buying your Amazon stuff, doing friends and family, keeping those separate in case something happens, in case one gets hacked. Obviously, these days, there's just so many things that can go wrong. I also highly recommend is make sure you put a freeze on your credit. This can also be number 5. Freeze your credit so that people, if something happens online, they can't go buy a house, they can't open a bank account, they can't go buy a car. I've had a credit freeze for 20 plus years now, and you got to do it with TransUnion, Experian, Equifax. Freeze your credit. When you need to unfreeze it, maybe you are buying a car or a house, it's simple. Just call in, use your PIN number, they unfreeze it for a certain amount of time, which you get to pick, so you can say, hey, unfreeze for 48 hours or unfreeze for the next 7 days. But 100%, just like everything else I've said is a no-brainer, 100% having your credit frozen these days days is an absolute no-brainer. So you know 5 ways to stay safer online while still kind of protecting your privacy, still kind of vanishing a bit. I am former CI officer Jason Hanson. Yes, I use these 5 ways and I recommend you too. God bless you. Stay safe.